Hello everybody, it's Timmy Hugs here, and thank you for Isaac for inviting me to give a sharing of why I am dancing the way I'm dancing right now. For people who don't know me, I have been dancing for the last 12 years. I started in the style of locking, and I will show you a little bit of the locking basics so you can have a little bit of try out, and when you go out to the clubs you'll be able to try out those moves. When I started dancing locking, I started the first move at the Aberdeen Hotel. And that's when the music was like a house, electro, dance music. So it wasn't the proper locking music, but that also gives me the ability at the very early stage of my dancer life to dance to other type of music using that dance style. And how it got me so far, it was because of Isaac, your coach, Andre. When I did the first locking move, pam, and then Andre came up to me and said, "You are the locker," and that's how it got me so far. Just that first night, I think it was the 19th of January in 2008. That was the Thursday night. He came up to me and gave me this sort of recognition, and that's how it got me so far. Because when I started the first move, the first time, that is the biggest encouragement that I've ever had on the same night. So it wasn't that difficult for me to continue, because I feel like, ooh, I must be doing something right. That's why he came up to me and say, "You are the locker." So yes, and ever since then I never wanted to go practice in the studio, because I feel that the energy isn't quite there. And when I dance in the club, I get to look at different people, I get to change my directions, so that gives me a lot of ideas of doing moves that belongs to me, not just the dance style itself. And I really become what I think called a dancer in 2011 when I met this lady. She sings in a live band. She actually builds up my musicality, because when she sings, she will change the energy and change the songs. Even lyrics is just one of the simplest things she would change, and that gives me a lot of energy change that I can actually adapt to. So that gives me more open mind to music, and that's why when I hear the beginning of the music, I can almost tell what's coming up, given that I've heard the music before. So that is how it all happens. And these days I've been going out parties about 3 days a week before the COVID. 3 days a week before the COVID, and that's when I also do a little program. It's called Music Connects People. We do not talk, and then we let the music do the talking, and we just physically respond to the music. And when other people feel what you're feeling, they will actually join in with you. It does not have to be any move that's so specific, even just the rocking basic. You will just go to the side, and then people will just join in like, "Yeah, man." So that is what I'm trying to share with you today. So let me get started with the basic of dance before the basics of locking. In the basic of dance, in anything that I share, right, this is always the biggest part that I want people to focus on. So get connected with your, this is what I call the inbox, and this is what I call the outbox. You can dance both inbox and outbox at the same time, but a lot of people are focusing on the outbox, so today I will focus on the inbox. So even without hands, you will be able to show a lot of feelings, express a lot of feelings towards the music. And the very basic is to rock your chest up. So from the side, when you're relaxing, it looks like you're a bit hunched. And when you actually stick your chest up, this is where you hit the beat, pum, and pum, pum, pum. So you need to bend your knee a little bit. It can be just one-legged. Can you see the legs? Okay, so this is the basic chest rockings, and then you can just even walk. Most people already have this when you guys walk. So this is just the basic. Try to emphasize on this, and then I'll show you why this is all connected with all the locking moves. When you rock up, and when you are in the club, when you hear the music and you don't know where to sort of cut into the music, this is a good first step for you to get started. So when you start rocking, you will sort of blend into the music and become one with the music. Given that you do not overthink, oh, what are the moves that I need to do? Just let go of your body and then just rock. Yeah? And then it doesn't have to be just straight up. It can be, you know, side to side, and then go low, and different speed. Anything you feel about the music, as long as you start rocking, then your brain will sort of break free from the patterns that you are sort of stationed. And that doesn't give you any help of what you want to do next. You want to get your body moving first. So this will give you that benefit. Okay, so this is the basic. So let me give you a little bit of a breakdown of how you can add this bit. So you can build on from this chest rocking. Yeah. So there is the basic 2-step, which is the 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. So when you're just doing this 1, 2, 1, 2, you do not look like you are very alive. Whereas if you are actually incorporating your inbox, your chest rocking, that's when you can actually look like you are more into the music. Again, this will change the way you think and feel by just doing this. So when you're chest rocking and doing the 2 steps, it will look like 1, 2, 1, 2. It gives you more feelings to the music, and it allows you to feel more when your body is soft, it is moving. So it allows you to feel more it allows you to get more feelings from the music. So you'll realize that I talk a lot about feelings and connections and express. So it's a three-step kind of process for you to hear the music, feel it, and then express it out to anyone. So this is the first bit that allows you to connect the input and then the output. Okay, so let's start with the 2 steps. So just basic 2. A lot of party dances are built on these 2 steps, and then it goes into 4. So it goes from 2 and then to 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how the party dance are built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, spin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you realize that my footsteps are always 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just that the direction that you step are different. So 1, 2, 3, and close. 1, 2, 3, and close. So there is the basic for you. And if you feel that 4-step is too much for you, let's focus on the 2-step, just changing the way, the different location that you step on. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Say 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is where it goes, the bus stop. Dun, dun, dun. So everything starts from the 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in party dance, allow me to share a little bit more with you guys. In party dance, the idea is 1, 2, and 3 and 4 is where we focus on. So let's say if we're doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the 3 and 4 is slightly different to the first 1 and 2. Even the step, front and back step, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's slightly different to the first 2 counts. So this is just the idea. Let's say if you are a person that plays basketball, this is how you pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you just do something slightly different to the first 2 beats, and then you will have it. So it's that simple. It's that simple. And let's say if you are, I will throw me some example of real life situations that we can turn it into party dance. Okay. Reading a book. Okay, say if we're reading a book, right? We probably flip the book. So 1, 2, right? And then 3 and 4. So it can be anything that you feel, starting from the basic and then change it from there. So everything starts from the 1, starts from the 1, 2, 1, 2. Reading a book, say 1, 2, 1, 2. And then go from 2, and then you have like 3 and 4, or even 5, 6, 7. So that is how you build on the party dance. It does not have to be a specific move. It can be anything that you're used to doing physically. Say play your head. The head? Yeah. Let's say when you stick your head out to look for traffics. How about that? So like, any cars, right? Easy. You can easily do like 1, 2, and then go 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's something simple like that. It will give you the move as long as you are dancing to the music and not completely offbeat. So that's the basic. Once you get that, it's all natural. So initially when I talk about this is when I become a real dancer of my own, is because I am responsible for my own feelings towards any music that I dance to. If I don't feel it, I don't do it. I only do it if it gives me the feeling and then I am feeling it to do it. So I would feel natural about that. So that is my sharing about the basics of dancing and the basics of party dance. So just now I talked about the basics of the chest rockings. And that is just vocabularies in words. So for example, when we are learning a language, we learn the vocabularies. We learn each different words and then we learn to put them all together. So by doing this is just a word, and then again, anything can be a word in your sentence. So whenever you want to express. And also in dancing, I feel that this is what I've been doing and I want to share this with you. Everyone can be doing this differently, but this is how I do it. For me, dancing has got two parts. One is the actual move, so that people understand what sort of dance style you are dancing to, and the other one is the communication, which is also partly is acting. When the music gives you the opportunity to act, that's when you want to act it out. Say, if it's something a bit spooky, you want to be a bit more mysterious, or if it's something that allows you to be more feminine. Again, dancing, there is no gay or no gay. It's just how you feel to the music. There is no right or wrong. And again, who can tell you you are feeling it wrong if that's really what you're feeling? So stick to your feeling, disregard what people are saying, because that's when you can become truly yourself. And hopefully this process doesn't take you too long when you find out where to focus on in your dance. Also allow me to talk about the basics of music as well. This is something that I feel that if you guys understand this at the earlier stage of your dance journey, it will help you travel a lot smoother. So in music, what makes up music? You guys probably already know this, but let me put this into words so that you understand what you understand. So in music, it's all made up in counts of 8. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll talk a little bit about the change of energy. Anytime before the music changes, there will always be a build up. And then once you hear the build up, get prepared that something is changing. Something is changing. So this sort of pattern change, it can happen in a count of 8, two counts of 8, 4 counts, even 8 counts. And sometimes in house music, it can go up to 16 counts of 8 before anything changes. So you need to always pay attention to the music, and then while you are paying attention to the music, keep your body moving. So once your body is moving to the beat, right, you will never miss it. You just have to pick up the little signs that it's building up and it's changing. So now I will play a little bit of songs to show you how I would apply this chest rocking and different levels. There are different concepts. So try to have a look, have a feel, and then I'll try to break it down after I show you. So you hear the beat?
Oh my God.
So
this is a DJ Noise mixtape present. This is a DJ Noise mixtape presentation.
Microphone checker, swinging sword lecture, closing down the sector, supreme neck protector. Better want him, kid, Mr. Mepsa. Ballin' pop, about to blow his lid from the pressure. Too hot for TV, for cheesy. Too many wanna be Harvey Easy. It's all in together, going all out together. It don't take much to please me. Still, homes are never satisfied like the Stones. We don't condone writing, see them skull and crossbones. Protecting what I'm writing, don't clash with the Titan. Who blast with a license to kill rap recitants. Come on, in the zone with your nigga from the group home to Cal. Fuck your lifestyle, put your lights out, get this shit to crack.
So what I did right there, try to get into the beat in the beginning. So this is why I earlier on mentioned that you need to keep rocking, because The first I think it was 2/8. The first 2/8 it was just a very slow 8 counts, and then once it go into the intro of the music, tired. Once it go into the intro of the music, that's when it speeded up. So I need to change it. So if you keep rocking, you won't miss it. And then once it change, then you'll be able to respond to it. So in there, I wasn't really doing any move. I was more like posing. So this is something that I share. You can actually do two big concepts there. One is the groovy and the smooth continuous movement. The other one is to hold your movement at every beat. So you can keep on moving. This is what I call the groovy moves. And then there's the posy move. Pose, 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 pose. So there is the two biggest concepts for you to try out, because once you are dancing and then you suddenly stop, that's when you will catch a lot of attention, even for yourself. Because when you actually stop everything you're doing and change the way you move, you will sort of realize what you're doing to yourself at that moment. And that's when you are able to feel that what's going on in your subconscious mind and why you're doing it. Then if you ever have a video of yourself dancing, that's when you will be able to look back and see why you're doing this. Am I feeling the music? If I turn off the music, can I still feel myself dancing without the music? If I can feel it without the music, then really I am expressing. But if I look like I am just doing the moves and sort of waiting for the beat so that I can kick in another move that I know, then you are not really dancing. You are actually in your head. So this is one way you can check out if you are really dancing. So just now the song, I have no idea what song that was. It was again another random songs that I found online. We're just trying to use it to show you how this bit will help you get yourself into music and sort of become one with the music. You understand what's changing. And the beat change is in 2 counts of 8. So once you hear the change, you'll be able to respond to it. Thank you everyone for watching my sharing session. I hope you all get to understand a little bit of party dancing, just a little bit, and also the style of locking in dance. And also after all these sessions, I hope to see you guys in the club dancing with me, and then that's when we get to interact with each other, and that is when you get to build your musicality and your capacity to adapt a lot faster. Okay, so this one applies to your day-to-day life. So hopefully through dancing you get to learn about who you are and also how you can actually navigate your life journey. Thank you.